guys, this is Eliza and welcome back to a new video. So if you couldn't tell by the title, today we'll be trying out some wigs from AliExpress. Hey guys, so I just wanted to jump in here and just let you guys know that this video was actually filmed months ago, like around Halloween. It was actually filmed and I was meant to be putting it up around Halloween, but I didn't end up getting there. So it is here now, but if I'm talking about Halloween and like possibly wearing this to the pub when I went for Halloween and stuff, that's why, because it has been ages ago, and if like my hair is different, obviously it's because it was ages ago. So yeah, just want to let you guys know so no one's not like, what the fuck is going on? Yes, so on to the rest of the video. AliExpress is very similar to Wish if you don't know what AliExpress is, but I personally prefer AliExpress because they're usually cheaper or like the same price as Wish, but you don't have to pay shipping for most items. Most items have free shipping, so that's why I prefer using AliExpress. It's where I get all my phone cases and a few other things from there, so I highly recommend it. Usually, like, of course there's gonna be bad things, but it's the same with like Wish and eBay and all those, but I prefer it much more than I do Wish. So first off, this comes with a wig cap, helpful, and then it comes in one of those little net things, which is now stuck to me. Get off. We have some padding. Now let me just get the listing up and we'll see what it was meant to look like, because it's been a while since I ordered these, so I can't really remember. I will put screen captures on the screen though. I paid $22.19 after tax, and this is meant to be purple, 26 inches. So it is fairly long. There is a lot of it here, and it is like layered, so it's like longer in the middle than it is at the sides. So that's kind of nice. It feels a little bit plasticky, but not too bad. Like, it's soft. I feel like this is the type of wig that is going to get very tangled very quickly, but it looks pretty good. It does have just a normal straight front, which is why I bought a cap in with me. Like, just a plain black one, because this one's a little bit busy. But I just bought a plain black cap in because a lot of the time I am wearing a cap anyway in my real life, so if I was to happen to wear this out, unless it was for like a costume or something, I would probably be wearing a cap anyway. So that's why I'm not too worried about the fronts. It actually looks pretty decent for now, except for these two here. Oh, sorry, I'm not holding it up high enough. These two here seem to be like hanging a lot longer than the rest, so maybe I need to like brush that out a little bit just so it's not like just two big chunks that are longer. But these are like some intense curls. Like, they are legitimate curls. So yeah, anyways, let's try this one on. Okay, so here is the first one on. This actually looks kind of stupid. I don't know. Something is just throwing me off about this. I'm not sure why, because I'm used to colored hair, so I'm not sure what this is. But I don't mind it. It's just, of course, this front looks completely unrealistic. It's also very tight on my head. Like, I've tried other wigs on and they're not as tight as this one is, so there's that. But I do also have a relatively big head. This is what the wig looks like. I definitely need to, like, you know, separate these a little bit, because it does look like, you know, you've curled it and then that's it. You haven't actually done anything to it. My hat does not fit over the wig. Fabulous. Okay, so even on the biggest one, it's very hard to get this hat on. So that looks a little bit better, but still not a huge fan. I don't mind the length. Let me just, that's how far it goes down, so it's like below my boobs. And I don't mind the way it looks, but I'd much prefer it with a straight black cap, I think, rather than this one that's like got a design on it. But the only black cap I own doesn't fit that, so, you know, yeah, it's not too bad. It'd be good for like a costume. I wouldn't recommend this one for like if you're looking for a legitimate wig to wear out, because it just looks a little bit too plasticky, I think. Yeah, this is the pink one. I don't mind the styling of it, but I definitely need to do some work on it in a mirror, which I currently don't have in front of me. I'm only looking at my viewfinder, so yeah. And it does also kind of stick out here. Like, this side's nice, but then this side kind of sticks out slightly. It's because there's more layers here. Like this one doesn't have layers that stop just here. The layers don't stop to like down here, whereas this one, the layers are stopped like here. Okay, next one. This is in, oh, I got free stuff, okay. So firstly we have a bag of those little tiny plastic hair ties that you use for like braiding and stuff. And fake lashes. These are very plasticky looking fake lashes, but we got some fake lashes. Stay there. Bit hard to see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, very plasticky looking. Oh, this is like the dark red one with like the ombre root. Well, supposedly ombre root. Where is the opening for the bag? I've got hair sticking up my arm. I have the wig cap attached to me. Get off me! So, this is what this one looks like. We have black at the top, and the root actually isn't too bad. Like, I know I watch a lot of videos on wigs, even though I never wear them. I watch a lot of videos on them, and half the time it's just this top layer that has the color, like the black to color ombre, but this one actually, all the layers underneath also have the ombre, so it actually looks pretty good. It's a bit kinked here just because of how it was sitting in the bag. It was kind of sitting like that, and then that bit there was bent as well. But this one is a fair bit shorter, and it feels a little bit more plasticky. Actually no, this one feels a little bit softer actually. But it does feel more plasticky. It feels softer, but it feels more plasticky than the purple one. Yes, the word plasticky is now a thing, apparently. And it is shorter, and we've got some curls. Again, this is like layered. So this one I paid $22.67, which I think is the same price, nearly the same price as the purple one. This is 24 inches, which the purple one is 26 inches, so it is a little bit longer. I am relatively happy with this one so far. It is very shiny. But I know you can do the trick where you put dry shampoo on it and it kind of like dulls it a little bit so it looks more like natural hair. But it's not a bad looking wig for the shape. It does have a normal straight across front, which will be very abrupt because there is black there. But again, I'm not too worried. And this one's made exactly the same as the other one. It's got the straps on the bottom and the little clips at the front. So yeah, it's pretty good. So far. It does look like a wig, but as does the first one. But I like the kind of like the styling of this one so far. We'll see how it looks when it gets on my head, but at the moment I kind of like how the styling looks as well. What in the world is going on? Someone send help. Okay. I mean, this wig is questionable because it literally sits like this. Like, hi, where am I? Have I got this dead center? Yeah, so this is a pain in the ass, which this is exactly what the grey one, I'm sitting like this so it stays back slightly. This is exactly what the grey one that I got from Costume Box does, but I am wearing a crown. That's the one I'm wearing for Halloween probably. Unless this black one turns out right, then I might wear that. But that one, it sits like really far in, but I'm wearing like a crown headpiece thing with it, so that like sits there and like holds it at least. But this one, like, hi, where am I? I don't even know. I'm not a huge fan of this length or this style now that I've got it on. I feel like for one, it's longer on this side than it is on the other side. Like, let me just kind of part it down the middle. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard to tell because of the curls, but yeah, it kind of just looks uneven to me. I know, I can't really tell. Can you guys tell? Because I can't with these freaking curls. But yeah, this is definitely shorter than I expected it to be, I think, even when I was like holding it up, and oh my god, you'd have to wear something with this because you could not put up with this all day. Also, this, like, not the hat, the front of this wig is like very scratchy, like it's sharp. I could feel it as soon as I started to put it on. Like, it's just really rough. Like, oh my god. I don't know if I would be able to stand this one for any length of time because it's like scratching me across here. And it's so annoying, and it's freaking hurts actually. So, let's put the hat on. At least the colouring kind of goes a bit better with this one. See, that makes it look, I think, a little bit better, but I don't know, the style just is a little bit off. I don't know. And it's so far forward, like, so right with the hat because I can kind of pull it like that, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it's a bit shiny, but not too bad. Again, maybe the dry shampoo might work with it, but it's just this style, and like with synthetic wigs you can't like restyle them, so you kind of gotta like work with what you've got, and I think you'd have to do a fair bit of niggling with this one to get it to work. For one thing, I've got this big sweep here which I don't have on the other side because the rest of it is just like curls. I'm not a huge fan of this one. I don't think I am ever going to wear it again, and yeah, and I also just don't like the length. Whoa, holy damn. Okay, the freebie, we have another wig cap. How many wig caps can one person own? This is long. So this is the black wig. This one is super long. Is it the same length as the purple one? Hold on, let me just... yes. Actually no, the purple one is slightly longer, but this one actually has a fringe on it, so we won't have the problem with the front, at least, because it's covered by hair. I like the natural wave. This is kind of like close to my hair. If I like left it alone and didn't touch it, this is relatively what mine would look like, except for the fact that mine's a lot frizzier. This one is a bit shiny as well, but it looks pretty good. I'll be interested to see how that fringe looks. Let's try this one on. This one definitely needs a brush. Okay, so this fringe is a little long. Let me see if I can move it back a little bit. Ah, that's a bit better, but it's still a bit long. How is this meant to sit? Let me have a look at the photo. Okay, so it's meant to kind of sit like sideways slightly, which it kind of is, but then I've also got this random bit that's like sitting in the middle. I don't know, the cutting of the fringe just doesn't look super natural, but I think it makes the hair look, like the overall look a bit better because you don't have that really sharp line. So yeah, this one is like super long. It's actually relatively soft, and I think this one was the one that I was thinking about wearing to the Halloween party tonight, but we'll see. It just depends how it will look with the makeup I'm doing, whether I want to go with like a grey wig rather than a black wig, because I will be wearing black clothes as well, so there's that. But yeah, so this is the wig. It is super long. It's, again, below my boobs. I think this one looks the best. I'm kind of like, I don't know, it's reminding me of someone. I'm not sure who. Yeah, dipshit, you kind of look like old photos of your mother, because she used to have like very, very long black hair that she used to be able to sit on. It was that long. It does need a little bit done to it in regard to styling, just because we have a little bit that's sticking out from, you know, obviously it's been sitting in a bag for the last like month being shipped to Australia from China. So, you know, it's bound to get a little messy. I think if I ran a comb through this a little bit, it would do it a world of good. I don't actually have a comb with me, I don't think. I'm not sure where my comb is. So I just got interrupted by a phone call, and I don't remember where I was up to or what I was talking about at the time. But yeah, this one's not too bad. I think it looks a bit better than the other ones. I'm not a huge fan of this fringe. It just kind of, I don't know. It might be because it's with my glasses. Like if I didn't have my glasses on, hold on, now I can't see. I mean, even without my glasses, it's just very sharp. Like it kind of looks like it should be straight across, but there's not enough of it there to do straight across. I am looking at my phone camera so that way I can actually see because I don't have my glasses on. But yeah, and it does have a kink here, which I didn't notice in the viewfinder. But, you know, yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of the way this fringe sits. It just like sits funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not used to this type of fringe because my side fringe goes like this, kind of more like than this, basically. But yeah, it's not too bad, but I don't think I will wear it just because of fringe, and it's also just in the right place where it keeps digging into my eye underneath my glasses, which is very obnoxious, especially considering it's synthetic, so it's like thicker and harsher than normal hair would be. So there's also that, but I don't mind the overall look of it, but I have a few issues. The next one comes in a little sealed bag. We have yet another wig cap, and this is the color, which is very similar to colors I have had in the past because, as you guys know, I dye my hair. But these bloody caps getting caught in the tag. This one is a short kind of bob style, which is a hairstyle I have not had since like primary school, when my mum made me cut my hair because I used to complain about washing it because it was long, and I still hate washing my hair, but you know. So obviously we've got this like purple and pinky and blue kind of. The ombre does continue in the layers underneath as well, and it actually looks pretty like good, like pretty natural. Well, not natural, but like if you got a hairdresser done, this is how it would look. It is nice and soft as well, but it is shiny, so it'll have that same problem. But again, we can always try dry shampoo. I won't be doing that today, mainly because I don't want to drown myself in dry shampoo. So yeah, this one will be super interesting because it is like completely different to my normal style, because obviously I have long hair and this is short. So this will be super interesting, and it's also straight relatively, like it's got the curve, but it's pretty much straight, and I don't have straight hair. And I also don't straighten my hair. And when I used to straighten my hair, it still wasn't dead straight. Like I get straightened for like 6 hours, still wouldn't be dead straight. It would just like bounce back. So I'm super keen to try this one on, and let's see how it looks. Okay, this is like very much one of those bobs that's like short in the back and like really long in the front, because it's like molting like hell. Get off me. So I don't know if it's just this one or just all of them in general, basically. Okay, so back to this one. Yeah, it is super short in the back, like to the point where my wig cap starts like that far below, like above where this one ends. So, and I can't pull it really back any further because then it just starts looking funny. I wish it was like, you know, maybe like 3 centimeters longer. And also this is like, this side is styled relatively nicely. Well, I suppose if you're going for this look, then this side is styled nicely, and this one's like whew. Or if you're going for a more flipped out look, then this one is wigged. I don't know, depends on what you're going for. But I think I could get away with this, but I do have a little bit of a styling issue. Just this one. But maybe, I don't know, can you like kind of style these? Actually, it is kind of working as I move my hand through it. It is kind of changing its shape a little bit. I mean, I'm not mad at this. I don't know how it looks from the back because, like I said, it is super short. But from the front, I'm not hating it. Like, this hairline is atrocious. But, again, synthetic non-lace front wigs. But I really like these colours. I need to do this again. I miss these colours. But yeah, I'm just going to take a video of what it looks like in the back just because I'm super curious. So, actually, you can't actually see my wig cap. Let me just turn it around. Like, it kind of like cups here, and like my wig cap is like just under here. So, it's not too bad. I don't know what that face was. I have no idea, but it's also one of the ones that kind of move forward all the time. But I think I could kind of do something with this. Like, it's kind of just moving on its own. Like, now it's both flipped. But see, now it's like flipped in more. This is weird. Like, what is this shit made of? Now this side looks like the one that's flipped in, and this one's like, what are you doing with my life? There we go. Now both sides are kind of flipped in, but now they're like, woo! It's like I have ski slopes. Anyways, but yeah, I think I could probably do something with this. I might have to look up how you can slightly change the style of like these wigs, like these synthetic wigs, and see if I can do something with it. But I'm not mad at it, actually. The hairline is atrocious. We've established this on all of them, except for the one with the fringe. Actually, even the one with the fringe. But I don't hate this. Like, I don't hate it. And I think it's the color, because I'm like, I want this color hair again. So, anyways, let's move on. This one is the same brand as the blue one. It's got the same tag on it, like the blue, pink, and purple one. It's got the same tag on it. So this is what this one looks like. We have this nice kind of wave at the bottom, and then the rest of it's like relatively straight. We have the ombre, and the ombre does continue underneath. So far these have been like better quality. Well, I haven't tried them on as of I'm filming this clip right now, but so far these have been better quality than some of the ones I've seen on Wish, where they're like, you know, the ombre is just at the top and it's not underneath and it looks really shitty. But this actually looks relatively like a good ombre. So I'm not mad at them. It is a little shiny again, but they are synthetic wigs, so, you know. And I don't mind this curl. Like, this is my type of curl. Like, if I could have a hairstyle every day, like, just, you know, naturally, this is what it would be. But obviously my hair don't do that. So anyways, this one is also super long. So this one again cost me 25.06, which is the same as the pink and blue and purple one, which makes sense because they're the same brand. This one is 18 inches. I mean, that looks super long. Hold on a second. I mean, this is probably only like, oh, like 2 or 3 inches shorter than the purple one, and this one's meant to be 26 inches, and this one is supposedly 18 inches. So if you're actually looking for an 18-inch wig, this may not be it, but this is a lot longer, which I don't mind. I mean, it looks basically exactly like the photo, so I ain't complaining. But yeah, let's try this one on. Oh, it does have a normal front. Okay, so far I think this one is actually my favorite. I'm not sure if it's the ombre that's doing it or the color, but I feel like this one, like, it doesn't look real, obviously, because of this hairline, but so far I think this one actually looks the best. I might be wearing this one tonight. Oh my god. And I like the ombre. Like I said, there's actually ombre all the way underneath, which I'm a fan of. It needs a brush. There's that. But, you know, we'll deal with that one later. But yeah, I actually like how this one looks. Out of all of them, I think this is the first one that I've been like, I could get away with this. Like, it is shiny, but it is a synthetic wig, so, you know. But I reckon I could deal with this. And I like how it's straight and then it's just got like a little bit of curl at the end. This one is also super long and it sits nicely. Yeah, I'm a fan of this one. Let me just look at it up close on my phone. Yeah, actually, I like it. I like this one. Like, I will be wearing the crown headpiece, so you won't be able to see this hairline, but on a normal occasion, let me just put my trusty Lights on the Hill hat on. Yep, I like this one. I don't know if it's the color, but I always reckon I suit like either bright or light colors better than I do dark colors, so maybe that's it, but I'm actually living for this week. I'm enjoying this. I'm definitely wearing this one tonight. Unless like one of the next two like blow me away, because I only have 2 left at the point of filming this. But I actually really like this. Okay, last one. So this is like a short, darkish to lightish like teal. Let me just shake it out a little bit so it gets more of the wave that it's meant to. So it's not as wavy or I think voluminous as it looks in the picture. Like in the picture it's like, you know, like this sticking out. It does have a fringe, so, you know, that's interesting. It doesn't look too bad. It's like longer on the sides like a normal fringes. It has also been so long since I've had a normal fringe. I've had a side fringe since like late primary school, I think, so it's been a while. But I really like this color, and it's short and it's curly, and I don't mind the styling. It is a bit shiny, but it's not too bad. And it's not really an ombre. Like, if you can see there, all the colors are just like mixed in together, but it does appear lighter at the tip of the hair. So Kat, you knock those books off the bed and you're gonna die. Let's try this one on. Okay, I honestly enjoyed this one like a ton. Like, I am living for this. This looks awesome. I should cut my hair and dye it this color. Just kidding, I would not. But this looks pretty cool. I don't mind the length actually, which is surprising because, like I said, I have had long hair for so freaking long, and when I did cut my hair short, like, granted I was like primary school, I fucking hated it. So there's that. But I actually don't mind this. I could wear this. I could do something with this. I am actually I think I look great in this one actually, which is awesome. Like, it does look very synthetic. I'm definitely gonna have to do something with this one, and it needs a brush a little bit. But I'm not mad at it, honestly. Like, there is no hairline. I don't know if you can see that. It's just hair sits on top of hair, which is kind of weird, but, you know, just don't look closely at me, please. And I definitely prefer the fringe on this one compared to the other one, because it's more like it just kind of sits where it's meant to sit, and that's where it stays unless you touch it. So I don't mind that, whereas that other one was just obnoxious, and it's not digging into my eyes at all. So A+ for that one. I really enjoy this one. I don't know why. Again, it's probably the colour, because I've had blue hair before and I like blue hair and purple and pinks and stuff, so there's that. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. Okay, so apparently I didn't outro this video, or the footage has disappeared over the last 3 months since it's been so long since I filmed this one. So yeah, that is all for this AliExpress wigs video. As you saw, I enjoyed probably 2 of them like a lot more than the others. I could probably work with some of the other ones, but I really enjoyed the blue short curly one, and also the pink one, which I obviously wore for Halloween, and I did insert a photo from when I wore it to Halloween. So yeah, I did really enjoy both of those, especially that pink one. I've actually was debating buying some more of that same listing and hoping like they're the same style and everything, just like different colors. As for the pink one at the start, not my favorite, needs some work. I might be able to do something with it, but and we'll see. The red one, I just didn't enjoy the length or the style of it. The blue, pink, purple, colorful one, I really enjoy the look of, and I think it looks like, as me now editing it, it looked good on camera, but it definitely needs some tweaking done to it. And there's also obviously the issue that it's really short on the back, and if you're like moving around or whatever, it's going to show your wig cap. So there is that. The black one I probably could work with, especially if I was to wear it with a hat. I did do something with that one. Oh, and with the red one, the itchiness, I do remember that, and I did mention it in the video around the hairline was really itchy. I did have a look at it afterwards. I'm pretty sure it was mainly the stitching, where they stitched on the clips that clip into your hair when you're putting a wig on. So there is that would make that one probably unwearable, but all the other ones I would probably get some use out of, whether it's for a costume or whether I'm going to wear it when I go away or whatever. I probably won't wear any of these wigs in my hometown. Where the fuck do I go? Like, I'm not going to go to all the effort to put a wig on to go shopping at Foodworks, you know? So there's not really any use of me wearing them in my hometown unless it's for like a party or something, like Halloween party or something like that. But yes, if I was out of town, I'd get some use out of all of these except for probably that reddy colored one at the beginning. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.